Hey, this video is specially for you if you have done my private sessions or maybe my small group sessions or maybe my workshops in Thailand or here in Europe, in Austria. Now, if you remember that we did one of the tools that is a 4-step, and to really work through, I call it how to work through a emotional bomb, diffuse the emotional bomb, which means like emotional bomb, imagine like a big balloon, and if we just release the valve little bit slowly, it just goes tzzz, and it just squeezes out. It has no power. Same way, this tool will help you whenever you are triggered. Do this tool. This will reconnect to yourself. This will also, instead of suppressing what is tough by binge watching Netflix to mindless scrolling to drinking to many other things, it will help you to really see what you're feeling, really feel your feelings instead of pushing away. So it's the antidote of what our society tells us to, is to suppress our feelings. And this is exactly my intention, that you can do it. Also, my intention is that you use it whenever you are feeling very low in your emotional state, you don't see how much goodness you have inside you, then you can also use this tool to really feel what you're feeling by connecting to that little you inside you. If you remember, I hate to call it the inner child because that's sort of like an inner child kind of creates a bit of a distance. No, it's the little me I need to connect to, and this is what it is. But of course there is the process, so please follow along and you will see how much you would be able to first acknowledge, see what is beyond, with my own example I'm going to just share with you, and you will be able to give the deepest level of self-compassion to yourself. Compassion is one of the key tools which I have been blessed to learn for months and months, staying up in the Himalayas with the Buddhist Tibetan monks. And this is way more than, there is so much of awareness about self-love, but this one goes very deep to the core, and from deep inside you're giving that antidote for that intense feeling what is going through. And most of the time you don't understand what is it, and exactly I'm going to explain that to you with my own example. I could not understand what is going on, and then when you start doing this you can really go deeper. And also I really got motivated to share with you this tool. Why? Because I just recently received many in the last few months, weeks, but just recently 2 days back I received someone who was going through all different massive challenges, even going through bankruptcy when he had financial huge success in the past, when he was going through divorce, when also another client going through different immense health challenges, how this person was using, another person also in all different ways. People are using it and they are seeing it as a huge way to self-regulate, we call it, but also most importantly giving that self-compassion in the deepest level possible. So let me share with you my own example and give you those 4 steps. My own example. So what was happening is, one evening I was feeling a heaviness in my chest and I didn't know what is it. I was just feeling like really a lot of heaviness. Like one of my clients, she calls it, one of the very young clients actually, she's only 20, when she feels a lot of anxiety, she feels that 20 kilo of stone as if somebody put on her chest. Similar way I was feeling that heaviness, maybe not as much as her, but something, but I didn't know what is it. This is the key, I didn't know what is it. Next morning I thought I will sleep over, it will be fine. Next morning I got up, I thought it will be gone. It was way more intense. It was way more intense. So I also had a one-on-one session that day. If you have been in my small humble place in Kopangan, you know. And that place, somebody was coming in and I could see that I really am so hyper. I cannot even do my preparation for a one-on-one session or my deep meditation, which I usually do before a one-on-one session. Nothing. So I left everything, sat down. Step one. What I did is I was really breathing. And this is what I encourage you to do, about 6 minutes of the breathing. And this can be the belly, chest, upper chest, if you remember very well. I will make it, yes, so that you can see me. It would be belly, chest, upper chest. And exhale. Feel that exhale. Keep doing this. If you can't do this, just put your hand on the belly and one hand on your heart. Feel it and just do it. Put a timer. Do it for 6 minutes. Okay? Step one. And then step two, just connect to that little you. That, hey, what are you feeling? What are you feeling? Pause. Give space to process. Answers will come up. And maybe there is no answers. That's also okay. Every time you practice will be different experience. Third step, give prompts. Give those prompts. That if you remember, hey, are you feeling sad? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling afraid? In my case, yes, there was sadness, there was overwhelm. Little Shubho was nodding his head. Afraid? He said no. Are you feeling not being understood? You can give prompts like this. And many times I work with couples, and in your relationship, this comes up a lot. Are you feeling not being understood, not being heard, not being listened? So on and so forth. Give the prompts. The last one I gave prompt, are you feeling rejected by any chance? There was a big yes. Now why? Let me remind you that example, if you remember or if you have worked with me, that was, I was actually sort of like told that I would be part of a project. I don't want to give more information. And when the time came, it was building up for a couple of months, but the right moment came up. Somehow there was a confusion, things happened, and I was told that no, I will not be part of it. Now, this is the key. My adult self said, it's fine, just leave it, move on. But the little Shubho was hurt. Now, here's the thing, because the little Shubho, for years and years and years, I was not only told different words that he is a useless boy, he's good for nothing. These are the words I was spoken in my days. But also, because of my lack of confidence, because of my lack of even to speak to someone, and even whatever I was saying didn't have much value probably, I was never sort of included. Whenever I tried to say, I was shushed, or people are discussing, nobody, because I failed in school, nobody gave any importance to what I wanted to say. And that created a wound of rejection. So that one, I'm 45 now, still comes up sometimes, even though I've worked through myself for years, but sometimes some moments does come up, and we just need to have the tools to work through it. So the fourth step I gave to Shubho is the empowering perspective, I call it, and I invite you to do the same, which you as an adult, the beautiful, mature, intelligent, wise adult can see, which the little you cannot see, because the little you still has that old programming. She or he is feeling that there is no way out, feeling helpless, or feeling whatever, rejected, not being heard, not being understood, or even what I said, even not confident, not good enough deep inside, feeling that imposter syndrome, massively crippled by procrastination. So give that empowering perspective, which is I gave in my situation to process that intense feeling, is that, hey, but Shubho, look, see how blessed you are. Opposite of rejection, I said, you are invited in a trauma training as a pod leader, sort of like a team leader. You are invited in other projects there in Thailand, also online. I'm invited to give my emotional empowerment sessions online with different projects. Don't you feel you are blessed? Pause. Let it process. Give time. And then you will see a huge shift. This is exactly what is the process. Slowly, the more you practice, the more it will get better. That beautiful shift of calmness, because what you're doing is you are bringing the nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic. You are bringing that safety within yourself. When we are hyper, we are not feeling safe, right? We are feeling disconnected, and it is bringing that reconnection to ourselves. It is bringing that beautiful shift of being a victim, feeling like helpless, to I can do it. There is so much goodness and I am so capable. Whatever it is, give that you are such a beautiful soul. Remind yourself, whatever it is you need, give it from the adult self to the little self. That's all, the little you. And if you can see the face, great. If you cannot see, just say it. Just feel the feelings and keep saying it. That alone, just being there for the little one, and then, hey, I feel you. I understand you. Just, are you feeling sad? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Just being there with that little one alone brings a beautiful sense of safety within you. That alone will bring a bit of calmness and relaxation already, and help you to process and really go deeper to understand what is going on. And the fifth bonus point is, which I really wanted to encourage you, is after this, just do shaking. The shaking, the movement left to right, the jumpings, the stampings, if you remember very well, all of that. And also even that tapping, do that, all of it, for also about 6 minutes, and you will see how beautifully you will shift from feeling so overwhelmed, tensed, anxious, to in a more safe feeling within yourself, reconnection within yourself, and giving the deepest form of self-love, self-compassion, and more importantly, that shift from feeling like a victim to you are so capable, you are so courageous, you have done it in the past. Remind all of that and you will see that shift in you. Hope it is helpful to you. Please write to me if you have any questions, especially write to me on WhatsApp. You have my WhatsApp, and I would be very happy to answer further. Take care, keep practicing, and acknowledge the shifts that are happening. Take care. Hope this is helpful to you. Bye-bye. Have a beautiful day.